Trece, Donce, Once.
Okay. Hey there, everyone. Welcome to the BOZO Podcast. I'm Seth the Dead, and here with me we've got Lord Reginald, Ben Smoke, and Stimulated Dwarf.
Hello.
Yay! Welcome to the 4th episode for the podcast. How's everyone been doing?
I'm
Good.
fantastic.
How was...
I actually brought some news this time.
Good job, Philip. Good job.
Not too
You're-
important, but
You're gonna get a biscuit later.
win it for the biscuit.
I've been...
God damn it.
I've been in the hospital, and I just got out of the hospital Friday, and I gotta say I didn't end up with a crazy roommate. So
Yay.
but like I was imagining like when they were pushing me into my room that I was just gonna cop into the room. There was gonna be a dude standing there. He would spit in my eye and then shit himself and be like, "Welcome to intensive care, bitch." And I would be like, "Are you effing kidding me?" And then
Not again.
yeah, so I was like, "Where's my helper? I need a sponge bath," and he shits himself. And
I take it you know this from experience?
Yeah, that's happened the last couple times he's been here.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. I have no Warhammer 40K Eternal Crusade updates because there hasn't been anything new. I suppose Steven and I have been playing a lot of Dark Souls 2 lately. Why don't you tell us about how your Dark Souls 2 experience has been going on, Steven?
It's been going on like hell. The game is very unforgiving. Very, very unforgiving. It hates me, even. I don't know what I did to it.
You started playing, and the first achievement in that game is actually this is Dark Souls, and you unlock that achievement by dying.
It's I died multiple times. You can ask Seth.
Yeah, we've been playing.
Seth was there. He saw it.
Yeah, I was there all times. At all times. I did make a poor judgment when I went to go eat. I was like, "Hey, Steven, go do this run between bonfires and see if you can not die between them." And that was bad because I left him alone with the game, and he got even more and more angry at the game, and we had to end up stopping for a night. So I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah, it was just pure rage.
But once we got the co-op thing initiated, he was a bit happier. Except
it was fun.
Except he learned that it was kind of, it wasn't great because I would be there to humiliate him.
Every corner and every step of the way.
Oh, okay. Bozo news. I suppose Scott, you be going first. What have you got for us, man?
I've got 5 things, and if they have overlap with whatever.
I'll say it.
First one is I'm a big fan of the Persona games.
Ooh.
And I wasn't aware of this, but apparently Persona 3 has a series of movies that have come out, 2 before it.
Philip, turn off your fucking phone.
Persona 1, Persona 3, the movie 1, Spring of Birth. Persona 2, the movie 2, Midsummer Night's Dream, night spelled with a K.
That sounds like
and apparently there is a third one coming out called Persona 3, the movie, Falling Down.
What's going on with that one?
Yeah. Well, I'm more of a fan of Persona 4. I've heard Persona 3 is pretty good too, so I'm going to check that out eventually.
They're all animated, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
And the Persona 4 anime was largely accurate to the game, and from what I understand, the movies for Persona 3 were also largely accurate to the game, so if you're a fan of Persona games, check them out.
Okay.
Okay, number 2. If you remember last time, Far Cry 3 had a spin-off called Blood Dragon,
I remember.
which took place in the 80s techno future. Now Ubisoft is pondering what kind of spin-off Far Cry 4 will be getting, and they are leaning towards a Jurassic Park style thing. Like from what I've heard, it was like a toss-up between a Jurassic Park with dinosaurs style thing, or a Wild West like robot thing going on. Or they might define it, and you might combine them, and you might be fighting dinosaurs in the Wild West.
What the hell? That sounds amazing.
Even better.
That sounds amazing.
So yeah, there's that.
I'd hit that.
Third thing, apparently they are making a live-action version of Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, they are.
Yes,
I
they're making
love
a
those
live-action
movies.
film with Scarlett Johansson will be playing
You serious?
the main character.
That is awesome.
And from what I understand, they're working hard with they're working together with a bunch of people. Apparently, Steven Spielberg was actually a big fan of the animated series.
Good.
I'm not sure how having a bunch of. Apparently, they're working closely with the original creators of the show, but traditionally, American interpretations of like animes haven't been great.
Well, I mean,
which is
because
why no one can remember.
that's gonna be interesting with Scarlett Johansson because I know it's Ghost in the Shell. There's a lot of nudity in that. So
Yeah, there's a lot of nudity, but then there's also like that political thing of like cyborgs, are they people? You know?
yeah, I remember that.
I'm just hoping they approach the subject matter not with like the traditional American and everything gets a gunfight at the end. I mean, this is the country where we couldn't even have Alice in Wonderland without having a giant sword fight at the end for no reason. So
yeah.
Number 4 is sort of a food for thought. Apparently, Nintendo is going to be putting a lot of their older games on as apps for phones now.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Yep, they're all making them
How
mobile.
do you feel about if Nintendo just stopped making like games and were just created apps of like their old games? Like, what does that make you think?
So like they just
How do you
stopped.
what do you think?
Would
So
they cost money or would they be free?
yeah, they would cost money. Yeah, like before
Well,
they
then,
would. They,
They
yeah.
have to make money.
Because right now they're selling all their old games on the Wii Nintendo store for like
Virtual
maybe
console.
Yeah, the virtual console for about like maybe $5. And
Something
if
wrong with my right ear. Oh my gosh.
and if they're gonna be making it for mobile games, that actually might seem pretty neat. Like being able to play old Mario games on your phone. You know how many people have tried making emulators for like stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you can.
I know my
you
brother
can
has
already get, like,
a
Pokemon
Game Boy
games.
Advance emulator.
could
on
you
his-
imagine playing Melee on your phone, like Super Smash
sick.
Brothers, like the original Super Smash Brothers on your iPod or your Android or something like that? That would be really cool.
But here's the question: does it make you like? Is it a bad thing, like if they were moving away from actual like consoles?
Oh,
and
if
stuff?
they stopped just developing games and just went onto their old stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I feel
Well,
like
I
that
mean,
would be
moving
like
away
a
from
terminal-
consoles, like
isn't
instead of supporting making a new DS, they just released games on the phones as apps.
Well, I mean, I feel like if they did that, that would be like the final nail in the coffin for their company.
it would be
I mean,
like,
you think about it.
But at
Like,
the same time, they would probably dominate mobile markets.
aren't they already
because-
doing that? Isn't Japan like the major like mobile like dominant country out of everyone? 'Cause I know
don't cite me on that, but I think I heard something.
aren't
like
like
that.
like everyone isn't everyone on their phones even more than America in Japan?
I'll just take your word for that.
Okay.
yeah,
I
I couldn't
can't confirm it.
accurately.
Yeah, I mean, I
say
can't
yes or
confirm
no.
that either. I'm just saying, it just sounds familiar. Sounds.
But I'm
relevant.
just saying, like, if they
I'm
do
pretty
that,
sure Nintendo could easily like kick the shit out of like any phone games that are around.
yeah, too. I think like if they did that though, then there would be they couldn't gain anything. Like, there's only so much your phone can do, and so much you can add to your phone. That you just
So you're
that,
saying
like-
they would partnership with phone companies to make bigger gigabyte spaces?
I mean, that's the only way that
Purposely.
I could see
Wow.
them gaining.
That would be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they might
This
be
is
doing
all
pretty
theoretical,
good.
by the way. This isn't actually happening. I don't know if I stressed that.
You didn't. It sounded like they were actually doing this.
Yeah. Well, I know that they are
Planning
thinking
on
about
doing it,
releasing like virtual console, but you can get it on as an app on your
But
phone.
yeah, that doesn't
Oh.
make it like. There's only like you'd have to change the hardware of the phone to be better though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to be fair, Super Mario Brothers is it's probably just as technically advanced as like Flappy Bird, like graphically.
Funny how you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that. That's
Oh,
funny.
I
I-
think phones could handle like the old like SNES and like
I mean,
let's
Yeah,
see,
but
you-
they probably end at like Nintendo 64 and down.
yeah, but what happens when they
below
run out of
64.
stuff to make though? That's the thing.
But
There's only so many old
But-
games you can recreate.
yeah, that's fine. But they'll probably like start off like I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
I have no idea the technological trends in the phone industry. Because I don't know, maybe phones will get powerful enough that they can run like whole sorts of games on there in the
Yeah,
future.
I've actually
I don't
got
know.
news on that on my part, but
Okay.
continue.
And let me see the final one. Where'd I put it? A company called the Internet Archive has released like 2,400 MS-DOS games and demos for free. So like Wolfenstein 3D, Doom,
But you can,
like all the
Wolfenstein
old
3D.
games, all of these old MS-DOS games.
but you can only use them with
are up
DOS.
there.
Like you have to use DOS to run
Well,
them.
you'd have to use an emulator.
Oh,
The emulator DOSBox, I believe, is the premier
Yeah.
thing.
I tried using
But yeah,
that.
you can go find the Internet Archive, and then you can get a whole if you have like DOSBox. I'm assuming because most versions of Doom nowadays, like the original Doom, come with a DOSBox emulator just in it.
Wait, are we talking about Doom or Wolfenstein?
I'm assuming Wolfenstein's probably the same.
Oh.
The same.
Wolfenstein.
But yeah. So that's cool. If you've never, if you kids these days never played the old Doom and Wolfenstein, then you can go check those out now.
Cool.
And that's all I got.
All right. Steven, do you have any news to bring up?
They are recreating a very old game called King's. What was it, Scott? I told
King's
you about
Quest.
the King's
They're
Quest.
making a new King's Quest.
And it's actually a really cool the way that they're doing it is because the character, from what I've seen in the videos and pictures and whatnot, the character is a 2D. And like the interiors of building, like when you walk into some place, it's like a 2D side scroller, but it's the outdoor world is 3D and the surroundings are all 3D. So it's like this 2D person running around in a 3D world, and the way they have it graphically, it works.
Is it a lot
I mean,
like
is he like a really detailed
Super
sprite?
Paper Mario?
Yeah, it's like a really super Paper Mario, and
Awesome.
like it's really cool the way that they got it situated out because like boss battles are like pops between 3 and 2D.
I
And
don't remember the old King's Quest games having like boss battles.
I don't even remember what King's Quest was.
It's like a really corny point and click like fantasy game that has a penchant for killing you if you click on the wrong thing.
What?
Like you just
Yeah.
die. And it's like restart the game.
Is it? Wait. Oh, King's Quest. Oh, right. I know what this is. This is one of those Sierra games, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is one of those where you like go pick up the item. Oh my god. Yeah, I know what this is. It sounds so familiar. Yeah,
the
I
item
know what
had a
this is.
poisonous snake underneath it.
Yeah,
and you're dead.
okay. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm with it.
There's been some reviews about Dying Light. Well, some people are actually hesitant on getting it due to past mistakes with games in this kind of genre that they're trying to go for. So they don't really quite sure how well that's going to work out.
What past games are they referring to?
Like
In that entire genre back in like I think the 90s, the games were very unforgiving. It's like you click on the wrong thing, anvil
no.
fell out of the sky.
No, wait,
and
okay,
killed
No,
we're
you.
talking
I'm
about
talking about Dying Light.
We're talking about Dying
Like,
Light. We're talking about Dying Light. What genre?
Oh, it must have cut out. I didn't even hear Dying Light.
what
probably cut
What
out.
genre are you talking about?
Like
I
the
was
whole,
talking about. I thought we were still talking about King's
Yeah.
Quest.
No,
He changed the subject.
Dying Light.
What genre is that
it was-
considered?
It's between
First
like
person zombie survival. I
well,
guess.
I
It's
mean,
just like it's like the gameplay of it. Like they said that they'd
are
they're
they
hesitant
talking-
on getting.
Are
They
they?
were talking
Are
about, like,
they?
the,
Oh, it's because it's made by Techland, the guys who actually made, who actually helped make Dead Island, all the Dead Island games. So
they're
maybe that's what
saying-
they're comparing him to.
They said that they're kind of hesitant on it and be prepared for bugs. That was the big one.
Well, what type of game are they referring to? Like the Mirror's Edge parkour
Yeah, the
system,
Mirror's,
or are they
like, the,
referring to like a
the-
zombie? Yeah.
The 3D movement system.
Okay.
Well, that's what they said about Mirror's Edge. The company was like, "How do we market this? Oh, it's so bad. We're not sure that there's a market for 3D parkour games. Just put gun bits in there." Brr. Like that's always been the same sort of mentality.
But yeah, they were also comparing it to Brink.
Oh, remember Brink?
I remember Brink.
You talked
I
about
didn't
like
mind Brink.
I swear every time I talk about Brink's has like a history with that. Ouch.
Yeah, I played the
They're-
crap out of that game.
Ouch.
They're comparing it to that, and they said it could be a potential failure. But
Oh.
other than that, I've seen a few videos of the what's it one? Evolve,
Mm-hmm.
and I've read up some articles on that, and that game actually, like, I had really humongous like hesitation on it. At the very when I first heard about it, I was like, "Oh, you're going from zombies to aliens and weird shit," and I was kind of like a little bit hesitant on it. But now that after looking at videos of
it's
it,
Left
and-
4 Dead, but with monsters.
yeah, then like there's the big creature that's trying to kill you, and you can eventually kill it. And that actually is another player. I don't really know how that would work on like a single player platform of it. If it's like
I
an
need to go
AI,
plug my charger. I'll be back.
Okay.
but yeah, they're talking. I was actually looking up on it, and it was actually really cool. All the different things that they got going on with that, like different class systems. They got a leveling up system in there, and it actually looked pretty cool. That's all I got.
Well, Philip just left, so we're gonna have to.
Yeah, then you go, Seth.
Are you fucking kidding me, Philip? God damn it. All right. Anyway, well, I guess I'm moving on to my gaming news. All right. There is going to be a new version for the Kinect sensor of Windows, Kinect V2. Now it can stare right into your soul.
Is it gonna watch you as you masturbate the porn?
Well, like that's the whole thing. Is like the new Windows version come out. They're stopping their current Kinect version, and they're going to be going in with a Kinect V2. We don't have any details on how it's going to be better or what's different with it. It's just there's going to be a V2.
It's gonna be black instead of its regular color.
It's
It was
black
slightly
anyway.
different color.
It's already
Back.
black anyway.
Okay, it's gonna be red.
Philip,
That's it.
Yes.
what news do you have to bring up?
Well, have you guys heard of the game H1Z1?
Yes,
Yes.
I brought it up last week, Philip.
I saw a YouTube commercial for it the other day.
Oh, well, when it first came out, it's supposed to be like this zombie survival game that is like nothing else like the other
It's
ones.
DayZ, but not broken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
so at
it's-
first they said it was gonna be free,
Yeah.
but now you have to pay $20 for it.
No, okay.
Well, you
let-
should have
here-
seen that
Here,
coming.
here. Let me
Still better
explain to
than
that.
DayZ.
Here, let me explain to that. Actually, it's $20 for the early access. It's going to be free after early access is done.
When is early access though?
When it comes out on early access, well, you'll know. Like, I explained this last podcast.
Oh.
I talked about this one podcast ago. I actually did talk about this about how
I
it's
thought-
going to cost money
Right
for the
now,
early
but
access, and then it's
Right
going
now,
to be
I think
free.
it costs like $90, and then on the 15th it costs $20, and then it's gonna be free.
Yes.
That makes no sense at all.
Well, you need money. You need people who would put money into the game. They're not doing Kickstarter.
So who would buy a game for $90 instead of waiting 5 days to spend 20?
It's for I don't know, Philip. You tell me why you paid
The
into
crazy
DayZ
people that bought
standalone.
Founders packs for the Warhammer game.
Yeah, also people who bought into the game DayZ standalone, expecting it to be like a great and amazing game. What a waste of money!
Yeah, it was one of my.
I'm looking at
lists.
you, Philip.
You can look at me, sir.
I'm staring into
I'm
you.
in the internet.
I'm using my Kinect V2 to stare at your soul. All right. All right. What news? What else news do you have, Philip?
Well, that I was gonna try and connect that because I'm like, wait a second, why would they all of a sudden put money on it? I'm like, is that connected to Sony and them not?
If you put
making
money
any
on it, then you
profit on the
could
movie,
make
the
it
interview they
better.
did?
Okay. I
No,
guess
not.
They
I guess
made a
that's not
profit.
connected at all.
Oh my gosh, Philip, your facts are all messed up. I'm totally gonna
Yeah.
like blow you out of the water here in a couple minutes.
Do it right now.
They
He's
made
gonna
they
shit
made
on your
$31
chest.
million online with the interview. $31 million on the box.
31 million.
I think they kind of made a profit on that. Just
I thought
Yeah.
it cost billions to make.
Was
it
that
work.
just through YouTube?
yeah, just for online,
Damn.
just for the internet.
Come on, YouTube. You should make it. You should capitalize on this. Start hosting movies. That would kick ass.
Let's see. The whole thing is with Sony to actually subscribe to them, you needed to pay, and because it's one of those paid subscriptions to go watch their stuff on
that was a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing, and this worked out perfectly in this situation. So $31 million. I think they made a profit.
Good
Yeah.
for that.
All right. So what else do you need to bring up, Philip?
That was it.
Okay.
Sucks. They are now in.
Okay. There is a teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's 3, where it shows a picture of a very decrepit-looking Freddy Fazbear, which looks a bit like Outlast, and with the little text saying "I am still here," and gotta say, it looks really fucking creepy.
$5 says it's gonna be where you look at your left and right door in a camera, and you have to shut the door before they get there.
Hey, that didn't happen in the second game.
Oh my god, they're just mixing it up.
Okay, so but the third game is the thing where Scott Cawthorn, I don't know, Scott's gonna be making the game, yeah, it's gonna be. There's no details on it. Just there's that teaser on his .com. Want to go look at it? Check it out. Looks pretty cool.
In the new one, you can opt to just walk out of the fucking building. Just leave.
Fantastic.
All right. So, in terms of the story, because the second game was a prelude or prologue to the first game, so I don't know if it's going to be a continuation of the story or is it going to be more build up to the story.
There's a storyline.
Yes, there's a storyline to it. So, all you just shitting on it, Steven, making fun of it.
I'm not making fun of it. I'm saying I don't know.
Yeah.
Jump scares is just not my.
Okay, Steam has reached 8.5 million concurrent users. Yay, go Steve! Yay, Steam. Early access sucks dick. All right.
It does not. You get to help find bugs for the game and play it earlier than everyone else.
Yeah, Philip, tell me about how
And you get
Daisy's
to
still
stick there,
working on
and
that.
You get to stick there from when the game first started out all the way until it's finished and released.
Okay. I played Rust with Philip for the first time, and I gotta say, it's not as great as you think.
It is. You I don't know. You just didn't like building the base.
Yeah, I just don't like building houses. If I wanted to go build houses, Philip, I would go play in Minecraft.
Speak of Minecraft, we haven't played that in a while.
Yeah,
Rust
should.
goes a bit more in depth.
Yeah, because they have guns,
rather
right?
than just stacking blocks.
Because they have guns.
It's very in depth, where you just somehow ram a bunch of metal parts together and build a gun.
And everything you kill in that game has chicken on it. A wolf,
Okay.
chicken breast. A bear,
That's a joke
chicken breast.
because everything tastes like chicken.
Yeah, that's what they've said in the. That's what I heard when they first started coming out, and I still,
It's not like-
I still don't get it.
Minecraft
I still
is
don't
like
find it
everything
funny.
drops pork chops.
Well, now
Everything drops pork
in the
Well, that's because they're like that looks
experimental
stupid.
version of
Maybe
in
things of the meat should probably.
How do you know chicken doesn't taste
in
like
the
bear?
new version of Rust, though, there's actually like human meat and different kinds of meat, rather than just all being chicken breast.
Well, until it's
So,
added into the
maybe-
game,
maybe
then
that will
maybe
make
I will
you
join
happy.
you. I
It
don't
is
care.
added to the
Okay, the meat. I'm not
It
going
is
to be
added
playing.
to the-
You're dumb, Philip. All right.
I heard a story how someone got freaking kicked out because he reported someone for cheating, and
That's
then
the thing,
I
yeah.
never played it again. Never even thought about it playing it.
Every video I've seen on YouTube, there is some guy hacksaws flying through the air, like killing people, and I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
integrity.
That's probably from years ago if you check the date on that video.
no,
because
Philip.
Now I have not run into a hacker.
I watched this a month ago on the Game
Fucker.
Grumps channel, and during their Christmas special, they ran around and shot people who didn't sing Christmas songs when they put them at gunpoint. And like 5 minutes in, there comes a player floating through the air, typing, "Why haven't I been banned yet?"
Well, that's why you don't join a server that has no anti-hack and
editing
that's
that out.
full of people.
It's not gonna. I can't.
The bigger the server, the more of a
Actually, I might
chance
be
you
able
get
to.
of being DDoSed and people going on to hack.
All right, anyone, whatever.
So it's the server. Don't blame the game. Blame the server and their admins.
Yeah, okay. The fact that the game implements or allows hacks into the game.
Every game,
Moving
has
on.
hacks.
This game.
because there's always a website you can go to buy hacks that will pass through a game. So the only way to catch them is for the
Xbox
admin.
One devs can now use more of the console's CPU, using the 7th Core Sacrifice's voice command and Kinect functionality. So, oh no. That new version of the Kinect... No, wait, no. It's the old version of the Kinect is going to be pretty much...
the same?
Well, actually, because they said that the 7th core sacrifices 7 voice command. I'm sorry. They increase power. Like it gets to run better with the sacrifice of voice command and Kinect functionality for the Xbox One. So you can't say snap thing.
That was like the only thing anyone used Kinect for, though.
Yeah, they're like snap picture or record Kinect. Like you can't.
The
now,
only thing that
you...
people like, I had a Kinect. Technically I still do. The only thing I used it for was voice commands to be like, go back to the main menu.
Yeah, that if you
want to
have
the coolest part.
If you want to have a better CPU for your console, you're gonna have to give that up because the Kinect is using that apparently. And they found out that if they don't,
is a piece of shit.
Why do you need an entire core just for like? Oh yeah, the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Just for voice commands. Derp.
All right. Steam adds an FPS counter option whenever you run the games, only for Steam Beta client
can
users.
Bitch about their 60 to 30 frames per second.
Yeah,
60 is not bad though.
Yeah, well, that's what I run most of my games. So you need to, for you to have this, you need to go to a Steam Beta client. So you need to go allow put yourself opt in for the Steam Beta, whatever the thing is, testing thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to go, and then it'll say like, yeah, you can have an FPS counter running at the top of your right corner.
You also get the Steam streaming feature now.
Oh yeah, which is pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I was gonna talk about Alien Colonial Marines removed from Steam, but then it got brought back on. Yeah, like it was only because of expiration license dates. I mean, it's nothing really super big. It's back on. Yay! Wow.
That's not yay.
Yay!
Buy freaking the new Aliens Isolation. Yeah, buy that.
Yeah, buy that one.
It's way better.
Buy that one.
I'm now pinned in a corner in that game.
What?
I'm stuck in a corner.
Oh.
I'm playing the game and freaking I'm stuck because the alien's just sitting right there and I'm trying to like get around it and it's like nope.
Aren't they like blind though?
Well, they're not deaf and that's the problem.
Well, you suck.
Well, Steven, you have to go for it.
Use
man.
a rock.
The entire game is about you have to French him before he Frenches you.
Why can't you just have like a freaking like Helen Keller alien? He's like sitting there freaking blind and deaf and he's just running into
That would be
walls
terrifying.
He's like, he's
Just
like
start shitting on everything.
Oh god.
Zelda's Wii U World, the new open world Skyrim thing, has admittedly a distractingly amount of side missions that, according to Miyamoto, they may be times when you forget what your goal is because you're doing other things on the side. Is this a good
that
thing?
happens in Skyrim all the time.
Is this so like?
I didn't even do the main quest for like until I got to like level 40 in that game.
Like yeah, is this a good thing? Like
I don't know.
Because most of the Zelda
The whole
games
Zelda's strength has been like
about basically like
has
the
a
main
very
story, right?
executed formula.
Yeah.
Like go to this dungeon, save the princess. Yeah. But if you're like I don't want to save the princess.
Yeah.
I want to
Trey's
go
kind of dumb.
Chop grass, find rupees.
Trade this rock for a spoon.
In all the
Trade
Zelda,
spoon
there was in all the Zelda games. There's always been like side quests, but they were like hidden things and like extra goals.
Yeah, it's
like getting the
Wind Waker was really
giant,
into that.
the Big Goron sword in Ocarina of Time, or helping the Bug Girl in Twilight Princess, the Bug Princess, whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can't remember.
And there's also the ones to collect the souls, the Poe souls in Twilight Princess.
Or the Golden Scatulas.
I remember those. Those were neat.
Yeah.
I thought it was always funny, where it was just like, collect the egg to get the pan. Then from the pan, trade it for something like the chicken. Then trade the chicken for the wristwatch for the telegram for a fucking sword.
That was the Ocarina of Time Big Goron sword side quest, where you just have like a ridiculous amounts of trades.
That's, yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I guess I'm fine with it if each of the little side quests has like a goal at the end.
Well, yeah, I mean,
instead
obviously.
of just side quests for the sake of side quests, like in Skyrim, where it's like, go punch this bandit, I'll give you $5.
Okay, I did it.
And then the bandit turns out to be a Daedric Lord.
It's not good.
But is it? I mean, obviously if your side quests are even more distracting than the main quest of a Zelda game, does that mean that the game is gonna be big?
I think it just means that the main quest is weak.
Yeah, yeah, that could also be a thing into it too.
Because I remember, well, if you remember, freaking Wind Waker was huge.
I remember that. I love that game. Oh.
Man, I haven't even played it. I should play it. Anyway, Wind
so
Waker
fun.
was huge, but from my knowledge, there weren't that many side quests. Like, it kept the same formula of having, like, the few side quests that are there are sort of like a sort of little, like, secret thing you have to seek out.
I think one of the really main side quests were treasure hunting and taking pictures with a picto camera thing.
Well, that's just a thing you do on your travel. I'm talking about, like the Big Goron sword quests and stuff like that.
Well, I don't think there was one in the Wind Waker,
there?
so
There wasn't?
no, there isn't. Because
I never played the game.
you get all your stuff through the main quest. Yeah, speaking of, like, would these side quests be important to you if you got, like, items, like a grappling hook,
well,
or
not necessarily items. It's just each one should have, like, their own special feel to it. Like, the freaking Big Iron Sword quest was ridiculous. And then the Golden Scatola quest was kind of creepy because you were, like, uncursing this family of mutants that lived in that one village.
I remember that.
Or maybe have it toward the side quests actually impact the main quest.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you do this, and then he will help you during the main quest. Kind of like in Fallout. Like, you know how you help, like,
And you
say
help
that you help
people.
the boomers, and then they'll go and bomb the place during the main last mission.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool if they actually, like, impacted the end game. That would be neat.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that idea.
I'm also interested, like, because would this game also be an RPG? Is this, like, is there XP where you can level up? Because
I'm not sure how well that would work in Zelda, because I always liked Zelda of, like...
Because you only gain
You
better
leveled
with...
up by your equipment.
You leveled up by killing
like, you're
monsters.
competent at everything.
You get heart containers.
And then the only thing that changes is you get different equipment.
Yeah.
In your heart.
And, like, you gain heart containers when you always get heart containers from after beating a boss. And that's progression.
And you can find more, like, as a side quest thing.
Yeah.
And that's actually more of like a status thing. Be like, oh, you got like 12 heart containers. Oh, you killed 12 bosses. Well, that's pretty epic. Instead of being like, you have a strength of 120 something. Why? Because you just binged every point.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You just fought all the monsters.
I don't think RPGs would work well in a Zelda framework.
So this is going to be more of an open world adventure, but less of an RPG. Still have the implements of finding equipment.
And I still don't know, like, I can't say because I don't know, like, what the side quests would be like.
Oh, I have no idea either.
Like, compare a side quest in Zelda to, like, a side quest in any other game, and the Zelda side quests, like, actually, like, I'm gonna be happy if the Zelda side quests have, like, a concrete point to them.
Yeah.
Like, not just, I'm getting more money, I'm getting more rupees, or, like, I'm getting, yeah. So I remember, like, there were mini games in Ocarina of Time for, yeah, but now I'm thinking, like, what constitutes a side quest? Do the mini games in Ocarina of Time, like Bombchu Bowling,
I remember that.
would that constitute a side
No,
quest?
I think that's more like just a mini game. Not really a quest.
I mean, like, in the logic of a Zelda game, would that constitute a side quest?
Well, I mean,
those mini game challenges.
I don't know. Like, what did you gain from that? What would you gain from that, though?
Usually, I think you gain a heart, either a piece of heart or an entire heart container. I can't remember.
Well, then, if it's that way, that's really confusing.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't really.
There's like
determine that.
no real definition for side quest in a Zelda game.
This is making me think more than one thought. I don't like it.
All right, so
Okay,
before we
what's
kill
next?
Steven, the user down limit. A user on the Dota 2 Steam Workshop has turned the Dota 2 shopkeeper into Gabe Newell. So you can mod the game Dota 2 and have the shopkeeper look like Gabe Newell. And honestly, he looks a lot like Gabe Newell. And the user did really well. And this somehow made front page on an article, like notice from an article. And it looks really cool. Thought it'd be a little thing to mention.
Good job, guy.
Razer, if anyone's familiar, has created their own VR headset as a competitor to the Oculus. Rift. It is
Man,
$200.
everyone is just scrambling for this, aren't they?
Yeah, Oculus Rift was going on without any competition for a year, probably. A year now, yeah.
I remember Sony, like, don't Sony have their own now?
I don't know.
'Cause I remember everyone was making fun of it before. Of like, virtual headsets, that'll never catch on. And then all the consumers were like, virtual headsets, that sounds awesome.
It's catching on.
But then all the companies were like, duh, that's stupid.
I got one more bit of news before I have to go.
Okay.
Okay, go.
They were doing under beta test this rig that they have. It looks like the astronaut space, like it has like a ring around it and a ring on the other side, and then you sit in like this. Those old swing sets where it has like it cradles like it like goes all around, like looks like a diaper.
Oh, that, yeah.
Well, you sit in that, and then you're given like a fake gun and a
Oh,
headset,
I know what you're talking about.
and
Yep, I knew it.
and you could like run, but you run in the game, and you could shoot the thing. It's like he was playing Battlefield 4 in Skyrim with it, and he was like moving his hands like he was pulling back a bow, and it would pull back the bow in Skyrim.
I know exactly. I've seen this exact same footage. Yeah,
And
it's really
it was
awesome.
freaking epic. And they were talking about needing funds for a Kickstarter for it, and that would be pretty freaking epic if
Didn't they
we
have
did
a
that.
thing like this already?
This is, I don't know, the way he was playing it actually looked really freaking cool. Like when you like sat down, then you would go prone, like take a knee, you would go prone, and like when you just sat down, you would like go actual prone, or you take a knee. I don't know, fucking. It was pretty cool.
I'm thinking sort of the application of this as like a workout thing. Of like, you eventually become as strong as your actual Skyrim
Oh,
character.
that'd be pretty cool.
Fantastic cardio.
That'd be
'Cause
pretty
I'm
awesome.
assuming you'd have to sprint in order to actually sprint in the game.
Like you run
to
in
book
order to run.
So eventually you'll be able to outrun a bear. There you go, everybody.
That'd be pretty cool, though. Like, could you imagine playing games like your hero and they become as actually strong in real life?
That'd be pretty
I think
awesome.
that'd be great.
That would be pretty awesome.
All you have to do is just dignify yourself to sit in a diaper chair.
Well, I usually play games when there's no one else around anyway, so it's fine.
I thought you were gonna say I usually play games in a
Well,
diaper
I
anyway.
usually play games in my diaper chair anyway.
I gotta pull all those hours in somehow.
Also, we were playing Insurgency and Sky got kicked out because he didn't have enough hours.
Oh yeah.
What?
The people that were hosting the game on their server were like, "So how many hours does everyone have?" And I was too busy because I was last man standing. I wasn't even paying attention to chat. I was just killing bad guys, and then I got kicked
Oh,
for not having an arbitrary amount of time locked.
are you
into
fucking
the game.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That's stupid.
Hold on, let me see. I believe the server's name was Fartbox Fisters.
Yes. Yes.
Never
That
mind.
was.
So
I gave him too much credit.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
like angry, and then I was on the loading screen for me like leaving. It had the name of the server, and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm a lot less mad now."
Never mind. Never mind. I forget I'm dealing with idiots. All right. So what else do you have before you gotta go, Steven?
That was it. That was all my news.
Okay. Well,
All right.
we're gonna continue, and I guess we'll talk to you later, bud.
Talk to you later. I'll be back in a few hours.
All right. Bye bye. Okay. Mad Catz, a company, has announced a hybrid controller to play your mobile games. This is what I'm going to be talking about. Called the L.Y.N.X. or Links. And
That's better.
yeah.
I'm like, really rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, like it actually has all those stuff. Like you capital L.Y.N.X. and they're all dots in the middle
Links.
between them.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Links.
good.
And
That's
it's called Mad Catz, and it's called Links. I'm sorry, Mad Catz is the company who made it, and you can hook up. It can work to a 7-inch screen, and you can attach it to your mobile games. I think it's made for mobile games too. It's made for specifically playing on your mobile games. So it has this really awesome controller that you can put in the middle of the controller. You can put it above the controller, like on a little headset, or not a headset, little like apparatus thing. I don't know. This is what I was talking about before, and how they're making games for mobile games more powerful. and this controller would be perfect for you for $300. Yeah, $300. Yeah.
Now you just need to find a game that you can play with it.
Yeah. Play some balloon fight. Yeah.
Sick.
Okay, a SpongeBob Hero Pants, an Activision published game that actually looks pretty promising. Set after the events of the new movie Sponge Out of Water. In the game, SpongeBob and his friends must work together to put Bikini Bottom back to the way it was. And apparently, Sponge Out of Water, SpongeBob goes crazy, I think, and he starts like imagining himself and his friends in a different world, I think. And in the game, you end up going through different versions of Bikini Bottom, where one of them looks like hell, another one looks like a war zone, another one like different or everything's made of candy or something, and everyone has superpowers.
This sounds weird.
Yeah, but it has 3D graphics and it looks awesome. Looks really good for a SpongeBob game.
That reminds me of what they wanted to do with Epic Mickey before Disney came in and kicked everyone in the balls. They were like, no, make it kid-friendly. And they were like, oh.
Remember Epic Mickey 2? You can play it as co-op. But
yeah. Because originally they were planning on creating like a dystopian version of Disney World.
I remember that.
Inhabited by like the forgotten leftovers of the Disney Corporation.
There's actually an enemy with like Hades' face on it, and it has like a combo of different like...
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was going to be like a lot creepier. Like discarded Disney animatronics are like walking around like half broken like robot zombies. It was going to be and it would have like a moral choice system.
Yeah, it does.
Where if you
does,
did bad things, you'd like lose your color, and Mickey would slowly turn into like a werewolf-looking creature.
Oh no, you would start going hunched over, and you would like have like a start sneering, and you'd be like,
starts looking evil.
Yeah.
But then Disney was like, no.
I mean, it does have that. It does actually have that in the game. It does actually have that.
Originally, it was going to be like a lot more.
It was going to be more prominent, yeah, but
and a lot more extreme. But then Disney told them not to.
Yeah,
which I guess when you're dealing with like
Disney,
the premier character that started like copyright law, you probably expect that.
Yeah. Okay,
moving on.
Special pre-order for the Batman Arkham Knight Limited Edition has a statue that reveals a possible plot twist in the main story of the game. A statue of Batman
was a robot the whole time.
A statue of Batman, oversized, standing in a smaller version of Gotham City with a plaque that states, "A grave spoiler, all thanks to Amazon retailers." I'm not going to mention the spoiler here because that won't be fair. You guys want to go look for it for yourself.
The plot twist is that Gotham gets shrunk, and Batman's stays normal sized and is giant, but it's in fact Batman that was enlarged by an enlargement ray.
Yeah,
there's the plot twist.
Mm-hmm. That's a plot twist, all right. Yeah. Batman just
the
steps
statue.
On
it's incredibly literal.
Well, I'm serious. I've seen the original thing. Like, what happened? The Amazon retailers who were selling the statue on like the pre-order stuff on Amazon. They showed the plaque, and the plaque said something on the mentioning about Batman, and it totally like ruined it. Like, holy shit! Like, what? That's gonna happen? Yeah.
Well, that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. And they switched out the picture. They switched out the words with something else, which is a little bit similar. But anyone who's gone and already seen it knows how the game ends.
Really? It's that bad?
Yeah, it's that bad.
Oh my god!
I'm being serious. I was like, wow, I'm not even gonna play the game, and I'm already gonna know what happens just because of that. Good job, Amazon. Okay, Miyamoto mentions a possible Wii U remake of F-Zero. Also, the Star Fox Wii U will be playable at E3. Ooh. And if it's anything like fucking Star Fox with that bullshit,
it's gonna be Star Fox Adventures again. Like you'll get in and it'll have the spaceships, and then suddenly you'll just land on the ground and have to punch dinosaurs in the face. Remember how that screwed up the franchise so bad that they didn't make a new one for like
ever?
Years?
Yeah.
They made Star Fox Assault, which was like a third-person shooter.
Oh wait, didn't they also make a new Star Fox for the 3DS though?
No, that was like
was
Star Fox 64.
Oh, they just
Star Fox 64.
They just remade it for the thing. I'm just imagining what they do with F-Zero. You just play as Captain Falcon and you just
Yeah.
punch people.
Yeah, it starts off, you're on the race course, and then your car pulls over, you
And
jump out,
you
have
start
to punch
dinosaurs in the face. Oh, God. Okay. So, Kingdom Hearts will be supposedly released this year, claims the Goofy voice actor for the game. In a tweet, he states, "We have recording." In a tweet, he states, "We have recording on it for the last few years. It is supposed to come out late this year."
Are you allowed to say that?
That's what I thought. I was like, I wonder if he lost his
I hope
job.
you don't get fired, bro.
Yeah, because he's the guy who's been like voice acting for Goofy and yeah, for like all of the Kingdom Hearts, and now he's saying Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be coming out this year. And he, of all people, is going to be saying it's coming out this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never even played Kingdom
I
Hearts.
love
Oh,
Kingdom
no, wait,
Hearts.
that's not true. I played the first one.
I've played
Not
both
the
of
whole
them.
thing, though.
I've played both of them, and they're pretty good. Gotta
That
say.
was weird when Disney stuff showed up, like in the dream sequence at the beginning. I was like, oh, what? Because I didn't know what game I was playing. I was over at like my cousin's house, and I'm like, wait, what? I thought this was like a Square Enix game. What's going on?
Yes, that's the point. And then
It was very weird.
Yeah, you play. Yeah, it's they're supposed to be there. That's the thing. So that's all I have for gaming news. Essentially, there was a lot. There was a lot of stuff coming on.
Yeah, you.
Do you have any modding news?
All right. I'm not sure if anyone noticed or if I mentioned it in the podcast before, but I'm a big fan of mods, especially for Bethesda games on the PC, because you can't get them on other stuff. Well,
Yeah.
you might be able to, like on a PlayStation, but you need like an enormous amount of reach arounds.
Bullshit.
Pardon me.
Wow, you just said reach
Yeah.
arounds.
Yeah, I said reach arounds.
You just said reach arounds.
Workarounds. You're gonna need a lot of workarounds. And even then, that's not confirmed. Don't take my word for it. But according to anonymous people on the internet, it might be possible. Anyway,
Oh.
so I have two. I'm going to start with the two biggest Skyrim mods that are under development.
I
whatever
hope
you
it's
wanna say.
nudity.
Oh yeah. Welcome to the Skyrim Nexus. 50% of this is adult nudity for no reason.
I want to jerk
Yeah.
off while I play this game. Looks like I'm gonna have to go install some mods.
You know what this medieval adventure needs? Cat girls with giant boobs. There we go. Okay. Anyway, first one is the mod Enderal. Sure AI's Skyrim Overhaul mod, Enderal. Enderal. It has won Player's Choice Award on Mod DV for Mod of the Year in 2014, which it was kind of weird for me because they did that voting at the end of 2014, and now it's like 2015. I don't know. It seems like a weird time frame to do your vote for the
They
end
always
of the
do.
year.
They always bring out car models at the ends of the year or the beginning of like current years, like the model 2015.
I guess I'm just not used to that sort of
It's dumb.
thinking. Anyway, I'm not going to go into mega detail because this is an entire overhaul. Like, when you install this mod, it essentially turns Skyrim into a new game with a new world, new races. Nothing related to the Elder Scrolls universe at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Just all
It's going to be
fan-made stuff.
completely different. So, but, with the same sort of gameplay and system. Anyway. People talking in the background. I love it. So, their channel has videos about their crafting systems, player homes. They actually have a system for crafting furniture for your character's house, and you can set the furniture where you want it to be, which was sort of something that annoyed me in the Skyrim Hearthfire DLC of like,
Because you couldn't do that.
you put this stuff together and then the game puts it in places for you.
Yeah.
So their YouTube channel, which is Sure AI, SUREAI, super easy. They've got information on crafting systems, furniture, like I said, and an area in the game called Undercity, which is like a city built in a mine to like accommodate miners. So go on their YouTube channel if you're interested, or if you're a fan of Skyrim, check that out. Or go on their website, sureai.com. Be aware that their English is not their first language.
Are they like French or something?
I
Or
believe
Swedish?
they are. I want to say German,
Oh.
but I might be wrong. Anyway. All right. Second thing is Skywind. Skywind. It's Morrowind
Yay.
in Skyrim.
Fuck's Morrowind. Fuck
If
it.
you're like me and you like your first, like a lot of people's first Elder Scrolls games nowadays has been like Oblivion or Skyrim. But if you listen to any hardcore Elder Scrolls fan, they will always say that Morrowind is a definitive Elder Scrolls game.
It's made by Elder Scrolls.
Yep, and it's pretty good. That's what they all say. So Morrowind, Skywind is going to be Morrowind in Skyrim. It's going to completely bring back the entire main quest, all the side quests, and all the DLCs of Morrowind, but in Skyrim.
Skyrim graphics.
Yeah. There's a lot of content, and I'm impressed by how professionally they handle this. Like they give out regular dev diaries with a lot of very professional sounding voice actors.
Yeah, aren't they
music
like making their own
composers,
music?
modelers.
Yeah, they're hiring their own music people to do this.
Yeah, it's very impressively professionally handled. Their YouTube channel is TSR Skywind TSR Skywind Official. Because like they renamed themselves the Elder Scrolls Renewal Project.
Ooh, that's pretty big. That's oh my,
so
that's interesting.
TSR SKYWIND OFFICIAL. That's their YouTube channel. Go on there, check it out. They've got like a bunch of dev diaries and like videos showcasing the different regions of Morrowind. And as someone who is currently playing Morrowind, this has gotten me very excited. It's awesome to see like a lot of the locations that I've seen in like old like 2002-ish graphics rebuilt in Skyrim. It's very cool to see that. So that's the two I have for this week. Next week I'll have another 2 mods. They're probably going to be a lot smaller than that. But yeah, I'm done.
Oh, is that it?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Now I'm on to media news. We had not that much as the gaming news I had just mentioned. The Ant-Man teaser trailer reveals actors Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, aka Scott Lang, and Michael Douglas as Ant-Man's mentor, Dr. Hank Pym. So we're having 2 really good actors in this thing now. Remember how they were all talking that who was the dude in the new Advanced Warfare? Who's the villain in Advanced Warfare?
I know who you're talking about, but I cannot remember.
Weren't there was like a rumor that he was gonna play as Ant-Man? I think I heard
maybe?
something.
I don't know. I've never been keeping up on Ant-Man.
Well, now that
the only thing I know is his like the version of him in comics. He's kind of a bastard.
Yeah.
Kind of a dick. He's part of the Avengers, but he's like a big fuck up who like he's jealous of the rest of the heroes because they're seen in the public eye as like big time. Like at the end of Avengers, remember when everyone was getting like tattooed with the Captain America shield?
Yeah.
That great montage during the credits. He's jealous of that, and he's trying to like one up them, but he keeps screwing up. At least this is his comic persona. It might not even be his comic persona nowadays because that stuff changes like all the time.
Yeah, it does. And the fact I
think it would be interesting to have a movie of instead of like action fist fights, we like deal with like this dude like psychologically. What does it mean to be a superhero? Like how do people handle that?
Yeah, like but if you want to go see a Marvel movie about that, about just psychological warfare and like not psychological warfare, just dealing with like, who you are.
Well, I want to say
think about it. Does that sound
with that in like Iron Man 3?
Yeah, okay, but at least there was like fighting and stuff.
Yeah. Well, of course there's going to be that, but it'd just be nice to have them touch on like the broader like effects of trying to be a superhero.
Yeah, okay. So they're gonna have my favorite Paul Rudd. He's awesome, and then they're gonna have Michael Douglas, which is gonna be awesome as Ant-Man. Like that's as Ant-Man's mentor, which is gonna be that's like a all-star cast right there. That's awesome. I can't like like I've seen the when I first saw Paul Rudd, I was like, that's Paul Rudd. I'm like this is going to be a really good movie. Like, and in fact, they also have Michael Douglas. I really hope it's going to be a good movie.
I see. Are they sort of? Are they known as good like dramatic actors? Because I'm trying to gauge like what the movie's going to be about. Are going to be like?
Isn't Michael Douglas Professor X in X-Men? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the new Professor X, isn't he?
He's Professor Xavier.
Or was he always? I don't know.
He's also the guy from the new Star Trek.
I'm not good
generation.
with the movie stuff.
Well, he was from the new Star Trek generation, not the newest one, but with like the new Kirk. But he the bald guy. He was the bald guy. Michael Douglas. He's the bald dude.
Right.
And Paul Rudd, I love Paul Rudd. He's awesome.
What's he been in?
He's been in Dinner with Schmucks. He has been in... Son of a bitch.
Oh, so he's more of a comedic actor?
Yeah, he plays more...
I'm just worried that they're
comedic.
going to try and make another, like, Tony Stark Iron Man, where it's like, do we need two wisecracking jokey
I really
guys
hope... I don't think
the-
he is.
on this team?
I don't think he's going to be like that. I think he's going to be more, like, angry, more irritated, more...
More
you know
of a
what I mean?
straight man character?
Yeah, more of, like...
I'd like that. That'd be cool.
Just like, wow, I can do super things.
Because I'd love that. Of like one of the characters is like, okay, we've got to go fight the ice elves on the planet
Are
of
you fucking
Schleeglock
serious?
3 with the help of Rocket, the talking raccoon, and then Ant-Man's there and he's like, what?
Are you serious? Could you repeat that to me?
How did that sound in your head compared to what came out of your mouth?
Shut up.
All right,
So,
but
yeah.
but that's just what I want to see. That's not
same
relevant
here.
to the listeners. Okay. Just go on.
Live-action Assassin's Creed movie confirmed to release on December 21st of 2016 with Oscar-nominated Michael Fassbender, I was about to say Fazbear, as the Stabby Star. So he's going to be playing as our assassin in a new Assassin's Creed movie.
Or is it going to be like a new story?
It looks like it's set in the English, kind of like the new Assassin's Creed Unity type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it might
In
not
the same
be.
time period during the revolutions?
And no, I think like the Assassin's Creed Unity type thing, like the French. Oh yeah,
During
maybe
the French Revolution.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. At the same time, the American Revolution was
Yeah,
going on,
mhm.
wasn't it? My
somewhere
history.
around there.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It might be an Altair's version. It might be that. Just
I can't wait for the part in the movie where he falls through the infinite void through the floor.
and he looks back at the camera. His face is gone. It's just eyeballs and lips. Okay.
But really, though, Assassin's Creed probably could make a decently interesting movie.
I've seen like a lot of live action trailers for Assassin's Creed Unity where they have like 4 people running around in actual like France, and they had these 2 dudes dressed up in old French outfits with large like tricorn hats, and they chased them all around, and they were doing parkour and
I
stuff.
got that when they had the cinematic trailer for Skyrim, where the Dragonborn comes into the town.
Oh yeah,
and the
that was
dragons
sick.
attacking.
That was
I'm like,
sick.
this would make a cool movie.
That was
They should
sick.
make a cool movie.
I haven't seen that in
or
forever.
a miniseries on YouTube or something. That'd be neat.
Okay.
Here's hoping that they don't screw up the movie as hard as they screwed up Unity. Bow, 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 bow.
All right, free-to-play Call of Duty online game. Apparently, there is a free-to-play Call of Duty online game that's been developed for only China. And they hired Chris Evans, the Captain America star, to be in the game's new trailer. So, like, imagine the Chinese people are like, "We're playing a game. Oh shit, we're being taken down. Oh fuck, here comes American dude."
Kicked out of us by Captain America.
No, he's on there, like, because you know how Call of Duty. Have you ever played any? Have you ever seen any Call of Duty trailer? No one ever dies in there. Like, you never see people getting shot or killed. So, like, they're getting pinned down.
It's
To, like,
fun. That's why we had the funeral of a friggin' Marine in
the
our
first,
new one.
yeah, like holy
Yeah.
shit.
That doesn't contrast at all with our tone. Okay.
So, the trailer pops in, like the Chinese players are all like, there's 3 dudes. One's like a fat, like dorky dude. One of them's a skinny nerdy dude. One of them's like the cool looking. I play video
Are you
games
saying
because
this
they're
is
fun.
like a game that's being sold in China?
No,
Or
this is
taking place in China.
No, this is like sold in China, and only in China, and it's set in the Advanced Warfare series. And
It's good to see that
It's free to play. Too.
Stereotypes are uniform across every culture. It's just interesting.
It's
for me
funny,
to see.
and then there's the one gamer girl in the group, and then after getting yeah, I'm serious, and then they get pinned down, they're yelling Chinese at each other, and then Chris Evans comes in with a rocket and blows up the helicopter that was pinning them down, and he's like, "What is he? What do you think he is? Like some kind of movie action star?"
That's pretty good.
And then
that's pretty good. I'll give him. I'll throw him a bone on that one.
yeah,
That's
so
pretty funny.
and then they all continue to play the game, and then the nerdy guy with glasses getting his mom's yelling at him, and he's like, "I have a girlfriend, Bob. Stop calling me." Ah! And then the good-looking dude's like, "Come on, we have to play this game." And then that's the end of it. Yeah. so yeah, if you've ever thought you'd be wanting to play a Call of Duty online game, you're not going to be because it's only for China for right now. It's going to be developed for China. So
sort of weird.
yeah, it is pretty weird. And
if it's something to do with like contracts problems or something.
oh, it was like Activision came to a Chinese development company, and they're like, "We want to make a free online game in our country." And the Activision's like, "Yeah, okay." And they go and do that. And it's developed
weird.
only for China, but it plays exactly the same. I've seen trailers for it. It plays exactly the same as the Call of Duty would be for on the PC or the consoles. It's just a free to play version of it.
I find
That's
that
all it
strange.
is.
But then again, there's games that are only ever released in Japan. There's probably games all over the world that are only that I don't even know
I
about.
didn't even know they exist.
But like a big thing like Call of Duty, that's like a big major like American game.
Yeah, and the fact that they're
for it to
selling
have,
their
like, a
IP to
version of it
China.
that's only in China seems strange to me.
It does seem pretty strange, but it does seem pretty neat though. Like the fact that Activision's the kind of company that would be like, "Yeah, we can work with you and make a cool new game." Yeah. So,
Alright, well,
and
is
like,
it good? Is it bad? Will it come to the
yeah,
Western shores
well,
Find out
for right now,
at some point?
but they have the multiplayer where you play against other people, and they also have like a 4-team co-op where you fight against zombies, like horde mode. It's different. It's different like the Nazi zombies are. Where I suppose this is a little bit different. I guess it's more like a firefight.
Are you not locked in a building this time?
Oh, I don't know. I believe you're in open world now. I believe you're in open.
So it's like a
map.
more open map.
It's more of an open map. It's more of like Halo's firefight, where you fight waves of enemies.
Oh, okay.
I think so. But I mean, that sounds a lot like Nazi zombies. Except when I saw the zombies CGI, they didn't look like zombies. They look like giant alien bug people, with like blue people with like
My
glowing
God,
veins.
Seth, I just realized Call of Duty games have been slowly transitioning into the future. What if Call of Duty was the prequel to Halo the whole time?
No. Oh God, just arbitrators. You
Like-
see, just oh shit. Okay.
Like Master Chief takes off his helmet and it's Soap McTavish underneath.
They found him and just made him into a Spartan. Oh, good God, that would be great. That would be great if all games ended up just being connected to each other for one reason or another. Oh my goodness.
I remember seeing a parody thing where like a bunch of dude bros were like playing Halo, and they're making fun of how like this was a couple years ago before
yeah.
Duke Nukem Forever came out. So like they're making fun of how Duke Nukem Forever would never come out, and then they reach the end of the game in co-op. And Master Chief takes off his helmet, and then it's Duke Nukem underneath, and they're like, "Oh my God!" And then he looks directly into the camera, and he was like, "You were playing the game the whole time."
Oh shit. Oh God.
And then Duke Nukem Forever came out.
And then everyone was like, "Oh, it's not funny anymore." That's not funny anymore, guys.
I mean, well, they did have like horrible rape jokes, like
Yeah.
halfway through the game, which completely ruined everything. In addition
Yeah.
to the horrible gameplay and sexist.
They had
and-
10 years? No, 15 years. How long did it take? 15, 10 to make a good
They
game?
had 10 years. They incorporated ideas from new games, but it's good to see their sense of humor never aged at all. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, I only have one thing left, and that's just to reiterate that the interview made $31 million online, and that's only for cash they made online. So they
I like
made
this
a
idea.
They made a
You
profit.
buy movie tickets online, and then you can just watch the movie at home.
Yeah.
I like this. You don't have to deal with freaking fat ladies bringing their baby to a screening of Watchmen.
What?
I had that happen when I went to movies to see the movie Watchmen. I don't know. I guess someone thought that it was like a kid-friendly superhero movie. They brought like their little babby kids, and then halfway through, like you just hear.
Yeah,
It was terrible. But yeah, anything that makes it so I have to deal with less people, I'm all for it.
Yay!
Yay! I'm socially inept.
So that's pretty much it for the news. There's the new like piece of news that I'm gonna be bringing up, like I did last time.
Pizza news.
Pizza. Shut up. Anyway, it's called the section of what I saw on TV. I saw a commercial for hang on, let me sell it to you. Do you have problems with acne, Scott?
A little bit.
Well, have you ever thought about using the rays of the sun to take care of your acne?
No, I don't want skin cancer.
Exactly. So do you want to wear a mask that hits you with ultraviolet rays that makes you look like a Tron guy who was supposed to ride around in a Tron bike?
But don't a lot of doctors say tanning booths are bad, and just having a concentrated tanning booth on your face doesn't sound like a good idea at all.
It takes care of acne, apparently, because on a Disney Channel or whatever I was watching a commercial for, there was this mask that this girl was wearing on her face that made her look like an alien. And I don't know what. It was the creepiest. It was glasses that you put on your face, and it's supposed to just like cover your face in light. It's called the Illuma mask or whatever. And it's supposed to take care of your acne. I was like, you serious? Are you what? Not only does that look really like strange and like Japanese,
wouldn't that give your face weird tan lines?
It's supposed to like cover your entire face, and they gave little eye holes for you to look through, but they're super thin. So I was like, that looks weird. Like that looks too weird for TV. Like how is that on TV?
Did you have one of those shake weight moments when you're like, this can't possibly be real?
God damn it, there's another thing I gotta talk about. Someone made a parody off of the shake weight, because there's like two different versions of the shake weight, right?
You don't need to make a parody off the shake weight. The shake weight's already a parody.
But they made one that's deliberately hilarious. I don't know if it was a Saturday Night Live one or a Jimmy Fallon like production, but it's called the tug and pull, and it's literally just or something, I forgot what it was, but it's literally just an elastic with a ball at the end, and you put it in between your legs and you just tug.
Wow.
And they were doing it as like you could just do it anywhere.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And there's like a ball and you just
I'm
tug on
imagining
it.
how that would look, and oh my god, that's amazing.
And then you could do it with your friends, and then there's like two buff dudes just tugging on each other's like tuggy pull thing. It was so funny. Oh my god.
Okay. Because I imagined it was just like a parody of the shake weight commercial, and they used to use a shake, but no, they came up with their own stupid looking exercise thing. That's pretty good.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I saw on the TV.
I haven't seen anything on TV for a while.
What about you, Philip? Are you still here?
Oh wait, I do have something on TV.
Oh,
do you remember Captain America's the lady that he met in his movie back in the old timey times?
Mm-hmm.
That she almost became his girlfriend, but like he ended up getting frozen before they could go on.
Oh, that's right, Agent Carter.
Yeah, she has her own show now.
Oh,
she has her own TV show.
That's who that is.
I guess friggin' they improved the quality of Agents of Shield. Agents of Shield. Agents of Shield.
We're Agents of Shield.
Yeah, and now they have Agent Tyler, but it's like set place back in like the old timey times with Tommy guns and stuff. So it's like a period piece at the same time.
That's cool.
So yeah,
wasn't like
it's already more interesting.
Wasn't there? Because I think I might have talked. We didn't talk about this on the podcast, but I might have mentioned this a while before. But someone is making a movie about Aunt May, like Spider-Man's.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we were talking about? I think we might have talked about this, but Aunt May, Spider-Man's like grandma. They're making a movie or a miniseries or something about her being like a secret agent.
What?
Yeah, like I know I heard this before, and I know I'm not just making this up. Like I heard something about this being like a thing that exists or going to exist, and I thought Agent Carter was that, and I was like, what? They actually did it? What is this? So
It's weird.
So I don't know what happened with
How
that.
would that Well, they're rehauling the Spider-Man thing again.
Yeah, they are.
Because the last movies were, they just did those to refresh the license to Spider-Man.
Yeah, fucking.
And now they're
Sony.
remaking the entire thing again.
Why can't Marvel
With
just
a
own...
different actor as Spider-Man.
I bet.
And different actors all around.
Why can't we just have Marvel own Spider-Man? Fucking.
Then Spider-Man can join the Avengers like he did in the comic books. It would be awesome.
That'd be so cool. That'd be so cool.
Sony's like, we need that Avenger cash, yo.
Marvel's
Wait,
like,
is it Sony or is it Fox?
no, wait. Sony owns the Spider-Man IP.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry,
Sony does.
folks. I forgot which company I was supposed to hate. I kind of disappointed because I watched those new Spider-Man movies,
I only
and
got to
the
watch
script was all over the place.
It was, wasn't it?
But I liked the actor that portrayed Spider-Man.
Yeah, Andrew
I liked
Douglas.
his quips and his movements. He got that all right. It's just the
He
script
moved
was
right.
okay, you're making sarcastic jokes, but then suddenly you're like a creepy serial killer that wants to kill this guy because he killed Uncle Ben.
And then he forgot to do that throughout the entire... And halfway through the movie, he forgot to do that.
And then in the second movie, it's like, I'm going to transfer all this data to my undergrad lab in the time before internet was invented. Yay.
What?
Yep. That happened.
Okay.
And then everyone got shot in the face because that's what I want in Spider-Man movies.
Everyone dying.
Yeah, I want it to be the Bourne Identity, but have a dude in tights running around. Because that doesn't...
I
don't wear
hockey pads.
conflict at all. And I also want 6 protagonists, antagonists in the movie for no reason.
At all times.
That are just like,
The Vulture, the
I
Rhino.
don't like you, Spider-Man. I'm gonna shoot you with lightning. Okay, well I'm done. I'm done bitching. I'm done.
I'm gonna shoot you with lightning. I'm done. So, does anyone else anything to bring up? Because this podcast is essentially over. Anyone else? Philip, you've been quiet this whole
Nothing
thing.
here. 'Cause the stuff you guys talked about today, I don't really know much about them.
You need to get in with it, man. Come on.
I can't just know everything.
You could
Well,
just...
I know. I make it look hard, but it's actually okay.
You know everything about every game, and
I
it's
know.
like how.
It's okay, Philip. Just, I don't know. You can ask questions and we can tell you.
Well, then you guys
Apparently,
just go and
in the world
explain
of
right after.
science-
I'm like, oh, okay.
In the world of science, they're creating wind turbines that look like trees, and all the leaves will be
What?
like, when they get pushed by the wind, generate electricity.
That's sick.
Yay!
But then, a lumberjack
Science.
stupid fucking, tries to chop it down. And
Well,
then,
I think they're going to be made of metal and plastic.
Well, then he's gonna really try to chop that tree down. He's like, man, I can't chop
Like
this
these are
tree
designed
down.
for city parks and corporate courtyards.
Oh yeah, okay.
I just imagine a bunch of
lumberjack.
office workers looking out the window, doing his job, looks out the window, and he sees a stereotypical lumberjack with a giant beard and plaid shirt just walk into their corporate garden with a chainsaw.
Eh?
And he slams the chainsaw against this fake tree, and all the chainsaw teeth just break off. And then he's like, tough one, huh? And he pulls out his axe and rips his shirt off. And then
Oh god.
okay, well I guess I'm done.
Well, I'm heated, so oof. Okay, everyone, we're done. We're done with the podcast. Episode 4. I'm Seth of the Dead. This is Ben Smoke and Stimulate Dwarf. That was Lord Reginald Cuthbert for a minute until he left. And we'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening.